Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. To the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? X3, 218, drop it. Hey, 7.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Slot man moves right. Lawrence will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
Hey, that's up. Hey, go out here. Hey, Delta. Sure. Look at me.
The slot man in motion right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 28 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Hey, stand on. Hey, exit. Hey,
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible, that one.
And it's blocked. And the Jags get it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
There's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, exit.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
109 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go, here we go. Back to 50, back to 50. On the ball, on the ball.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Okay,
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Hey, Lord! Hey, pick it up! Hey, Wahoo!
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Look at me. Get her. Hey, Delta. Hey, Alpha. Hey, over.
Again, it's Lawrence.
He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 2.
They're going to look to throw.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And This is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
60.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And no return here for Agnew, and they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here's Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, box up, box up. Go. Hey, I 7.
On play action, Lawrence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ready, set, alert, alert.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready, break. 18-90. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Hey, hey, boy. Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
ETN is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
Once more, ETN pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal. You draw Porter.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yannick Ngakoue. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there it's silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Slot man moves right. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.